What it do? So, James will be joining in a little later. He's making dinner. He's gonna eat, and then he'll be on. Um, I've come up with some solutions for our mob farm problem. I was thinking too modern, and I had to think old school Minecraft. So the old keep it 20 blocks and go up high and things of that nature. And yeah, so I did a little bit of AFKing, and by a little bit I mean a little bit because I found that there was an issue with when it came to what's it called? AFKing on my server. Kicked you after like 5 minutes. So I really only probably got a good like I don't know 40 minutes of AFKing, 30 minutes, something like that. But I checked in occasionally, and I noticed how I said that I would get a chorus flower first. I did, but then I also got an ender pearl. Now, I'm not too worried about this ender inhibitor as much as I would rather have this absorption hopper. However, we could do like a cyclic item collector, which doesn't require any ender pearls, and then we can get the ender inhibitor. But honestly, I don't think the ender inhibitor is going to really be much of a factor with how much sharpness we're running on our mob crusher. And on the other hand, we could also do diamond spikes. Like we could, but I feel like the mob crusher is probably the better idea with looting and stuff like that. So I think that's what we're probably gonna do is just stick with the original plan, but make the new build. I don't know why chisel is bookmarked. Weird. Oh yeah, I also finished up collecting the soul sand literally right as I ended the stream. I was talking and I picked it all up. Um, reverted all that back into there. Uh, and yeah, so this obviously got stopped up somewhere along the line. Some Invar. Electrum's on top, so I'm not too worried about it. Might as well knock it out, you know. There you go. Alright. Maybe we could also, just let that stuff pile up and then get ourselves like a dumping situation where it just, puts it into there, doesn't actually process it, but I don't know. We could do that, but I'm not too worried about it right now. We have plenty of resources going on, but everything we just did with this needs to come down. So I need to repair this pick with some diamonds. Right. Break all this. Oh my goodness. Okay, good. We're gonna turn you off by breaking you. We'll turn this one off by breaking it. And you're not gonna let me walk up to you, and we'll turn you off by breaking it. I mean, we're still gonna need the 3 fans, we're still gonna need the crusher and things of that nature, but we're just gonna make things a little bit different. Honestly, it might flow better with the feel of our build as well, doing what I'm planning to do. So, that's center, that's center. I don't know why that torch is over there. Okay. I'll break you. Alright. I don't know where all this lag is coming from. Probably has something to do with everything going on over there. I'm sure. Alright. So let's see. We've got our factory blocks. We'll definitely need more factory blocks for sure. However, What I'm thinking is, so if that is the center, this is where our crusher is gonna go. Masher. Is there something called a crusher? Yeah, I guess there is the mob crusher through industrial foregoing, but I don't know. I think the mob masher is a better choice. So we'll throw this right here in the center. We'll worry about powering that in a bit. Throw the torch there for now. We're going to build. I'm thinking I need some. Um, what is it called? Not excavator. They're. Uh, dude, I can't remember the name of it. It's I really can't remember the name of it. Pusher? No. Basically a conveyor. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Entity conveyor. A few of these, and we'll have these on the floor here. Going into it. So we will have one facing. Now that was just rude. This could be mad risky if I do what I'm thinking of doing. Go ahead and break that. Go ahead and place our lever. Flick it on. Yeah, mad risky, but I'd like to hide the lever if at all possible. Right, then we're going to want one going this way, and we're going to need more. And these are easy to make. This way, this way. So anything that drops into this platform or on top will die. I don't want to test it. I really don't want to test it. Right, so we're gonna want our chisel. Now for the chisel, I'm thinking actually on this part, I think this is where we do the blast resistant glass, right? So we were gonna do the almost can't even see it. Okay, that's not the glass we wanted. This is the glass we wanted, which is this first. It's gonna require all of it. We're not gonna have enough glass. We need more glass. So let's get some sandage. Grab a stack. Go ahead and now we're gonna need coal. Interesting. So now I have blood going in there, but I'm not exactly sure why you spawned over there. So now there's blood in here, right? No? Weird. I don't know why that spawned in. I mean, I'll take the free loot. I don't know what just happened there. There's torches up there. There's no reason why anything should have spawned up there, so it's weird. Let's get the rest of this glass melted up. So far, our smeltery is a better mob farm than our mob farm was. Love to see it. Alright, so the glass is a smelting. I think we surround this whole area with glass, probably up about, what, 3, 6, 9, 12, 24, 36? Yeah, if we do 36, 9, 18, 27, 36. Yeah, I should have counted that way. I don't know why I didn't. But yeah, 36 will be better than the 50 that we, went ahead and crafted. Shouldn't need all of this, but grabbing it anyways. There we go. Should be more than enough. Just go ahead and use all the soul sand. I didn't even do my math right anyways, I'm pretty sure, because it's what, 4? I'll just need some obsidian, so bucket. I need like half a stack if I want to do all of it. Okay. Okay, dude, what is going on with my sensitivity today? Brother. Here, hold that. We're at 28. And that is enough obsidian. So we'll go ahead and get rid of these. To that. And I said we needed 9, 8 to 36. We had enough for 16, boys. I know how to count. Let's go. "12" is a full layer around, right? So if I did this on each side, it should be perfect. This better not completely break. Thank goodness. The most expensive glass ever. Right, chisel. So we're gonna go. I guess we can do some columns because this is gonna go up pretty high, right? So this becomes base. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? Yeah, I'm okay with this type of situation. Now this center portion is gonna have a different type of situation going on. I'm thinking we do kind of like this scaffolding situation, but I'm not sure what type of scaffolding I want to do. Uh, Now I can't even find what I was looking for. There we go. A ladder would be a better use. There we go. Now I think what 17 high should be fine. So up to here. I didn't think this through. Well, if I survived it. What's up, Cade? Been having a good day today? Just been playing a bunch of video games today myself. Right. There we go. Whatever I do, do not fall down the pit of death. I am. Where's my chisel? There it is. Let's grab. There they are. Grab a few more. Let's see, we got that. I'm gonna need more factory blocks, which I think I do have. There's some. Oh, I need a new mouse. I don't know why I broke that. I could have just jumped over it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Place that up. Uh, factory. Wrong search. There we go. Factory blocks. make a couple of stacks. Turn these into scaffolding, turn these into scaffolding. Perfect. Alright, so that's the drop chamber. I know I'm gonna want some going that direction and that direction. My question is, if I go 6 blocks in this direction, let's say this is block 1, so 5, so 2, 3, 4, 5. That would work perfect. Okay. Now instead of scaffolding for the factory design, I want I mean, we can do that sloppy plating again. I think that did look good. The design was not the proper. So yeah, this being the floor should be fine. 2, 3, wait, 5, 6. Okay, and then we'll throw torches down to prevent spawning for right now. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I'll go this way as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I do want the outline to kind of be in this. And then we'll build up from this for the walls. Should be looking pretty good. Eventually, there we go. Oh, nope. We need to, around the edge here. Even though we're not doing one, we're still gonna put the edge there. Because we're gonna have the ladder come up here, so I want a place to be able to step to. So, well, if I would have had 2 more factory blocks. Make another stack. Go ahead and throw this in here. I need a couple. I'll be right back, 1 second. Oh, sorry about that. I thought I was interruption free for the night. That should be the last one though, for sure. Okay, so we've got um. Alright, so we finished that up. I need to ladder the rest of this, so I need to make some ladders, which is just sticks. A stack. Alright, all the ladders have been connected, so we can get up here and then go this way, right? Because there's going to be slight wallage situation going on over here. Now for the wall, right? Obviously the corners, we're going to do this, so we're going to want it to be 3 high, and then the ceiling. Ceiling, ceiling, plus the ceiling. There's no reason I should ever need to get to the roof, but I'll add the ladders just in case. Now I just gotta connect the edges. Don't fall down the pit. So we need more iron, right? That's what we ran out of. Yeah. And then this will come right across. Obviously, all of this is only going to be visible from the outside. The inside doesn't really matter what it looks like because we'll never see it. Even though I literally just did this, but it's fine. It's whatever. Um, Now I shouldn't need any more, right? The rest is just going to be ceiling and walls. So we'll take this. I kind of want the walls to be made out of this, right? This is a pretty clean looking situation. Aside from that, it's just a gray tone with some caution so you don't break it. That's where the fan's going to go. So the idea here is we have 3 spawning chambers, and The fan's gonna push them all down the hole. Once they hit there, whether they land on it or, you know, on the edges, they'll end up over there one way or another. Okay, let's put the torch there, break that one. We will not need a fan here. We will need a fan. Now the only other thing I can think of maybe needing an additional fan would be for spiders. If they start climbing the wall and come back up, just having one that pushes them back down, but I don't think that's really all that necessary. I don't care about spider drops as it is. Might be a problem for mob cap, but I guess we'll see what ends up happening. If it does become a problem, we'll adjust. Hoping it doesn't become a problem. So we got like a couple of lems. So now we need to put in our fans, which I'm hoping that when I'm on the roof I might be able to just place the levers. But we're going to show the area. So this goes up to... Oh. Okay, so they're all going to need a distance. Which should have an additional distance. Okay, Alright, so we're going to throw an upgrade in here for distance. Alright, it'll push them to the edge. Perfect. Then we're going to want one for width and one for height. And anything in this area is going to get pushed. Just make sure. Yep, up to the edge. Okay. And one last check. Yep. Perfect. Alright, so all these mob fans are going to do their due diligence. Let's see. Now we can go to the roof. I want to use cobble for the temp block. So actually, break the torches so we don't have to come back down in here. There's no other real reason for us to need to come back into here. Not too worried about these pieces of cobblestone. We're up. Now the question is, if I had the lever, need 3, can I reach it? I can. Perfect. That is spinning. Lovely. Also spinning. And spinning. Alright, so now we just gotta add a roof to this thing. I think I'm just gonna stick with the same roof we had last time. I didn't mind it too much. Just the wireframe. Either do that or just keep it simple. It's not really that big of a deal. It's not going to be visible anyway. smeltery. Right, now we'll put a torch on every corner. Make sure this is all lit up, and we will put one in the center here. We'll put one, I mean there's no real center because this is kind of an even situation, but those torches do the job. Right. Now this should theoretically be a perfectly functional. Actually, I don't see a need of needing this platform. Now we just need to make that absorption hopper, which is going to require us, oh, right, so we need to set the folders in the files, right? Grab the ender pearl back, open this up, go ahead and throw our ender pearl one in there, and our chorus flower, pick you up, place you down, and now, oh, you know what else I forgot to do? I forgot to set the upgrades in the masher. Hope I picked this back up. Got lucky last time. I didn't get lucky this time. That had me worried there for a second. Okay. Let's get our upgrades in there. Place this back down. Go ahead and make our absorption hopper. What are we missing? Eye of Ender. That. And 2 obsidian. So we need a bucket. That should be enough. 1 absorption hopper collected. Let's say we put it right about here. Show the area. So if we moved it in the up direction, bring it down. We're also going to want it to go to so now we got 2 blocks over here, 1 block. We got 1 all the way around. Perfect. And got a torch back. Hide the area. So up, actually I think, so east, west, I think north is going to be for fluid. And then, yeah, south will do items. Now I'm going to use a transfer. Item transfer node. So with the item transfer node, that's it. We need the GPS marker. What are we missing? Light blue dye. Easy. Now with the GPS marker, we just set it to chest. Can I just set it to the storage network master? I don't know. Can we do that? I mean, this hasn't even done anything. Why does this not work yet? Like, this should just work. Day or night. It should just be working right now. And it's not. I don't think I made it high enough. Damn. It should be. Okay, so it's enough to get something going. But, I mean, this should be hard mode, right? Yeah, difficulty hard. I am uncertain as to why it no work. I think the problem is it's not high enough. Therefore, even when we're close to it, we're not going to spawn. I got the dimensions wrong. Let's go stand over here and see what happens. Nada. Not a damn thing. That's cool as fuck. See the underground layers. Anyways, yeah, so that's not working still. Yeah, still 6 bones. Oh, and 7 rotten flesh, I guess. I did see a thing, however, right, where there's a thing called a shipping container. So I'm gonna need a couple of these anyways, right? So we're gonna just kind of set them down here for the time. So this one has rotten flesh in it, so we're gonna fill that one with rotten flesh. This one has bones in it, so we're gonna fill that one with bones. We're gonna grab all the flesh that we have in the system, take that out. We're going to grab all the bones in the system. I think I'm gonna give all of these a give all these a 4K. Give them a 4K and then give them a void overflow. Probably be the best bet. Just a bunch of obsidian. There's gotta be a better way to get obsidian, right? Ah, what pigs. Cyclic solidifier with sticks and lava? That seems pretty easy. What is the solidifier? Pull fluid into solid items. So just sticks, lava, makes obsidian. That simple. I feel like there's a caveat somewhere. And I think it's right here, getting the lily pads. I mean, it's still fairly easy, but not something I'm looking to do right now. Okay, so we'll just let this fill up with some stuff over time. We'll come back to it, upgrade it, and things of that nature. The next thing I wanted to work towards was, I mean, we probably have enough to make these speed upgrades now, like go burr, you know. Um, Black concrete powder just requires pulverized coal. So let's throw some coal in the crusher, and then let's see how much black concrete powder. We have 32, so we can go ahead and make as many of these as we can. That gives us 32. So 32 of these. We're out of redstone. And now we're not. We're out of gold. And now we're not. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 8 of those. So I can add an additional 4 into each one. Black concrete powder. See how many of these we can put them out. Ran out of gold. And let's 4 stacks of speed upgrades. Which of those is 8? Area 2. This should make power production go way faster. Yeah. I don't know if that was just over time or if we just filled it up completely, but yeah. Okay. It's fine with me. Go ahead and unbookmark that. Don't need that anymore. Ender inhibitor, I doubt we have an ender pearl. Well, since we were over there, did anything happen? We got arrows. More rotten flesh. Arrows in here. How about arrow? There. Those. Stand over here and do some obsidian farming, I guess. I'm curious just to see if it actually did anything since we were over there. Not a So we'd almost have to be in like these two areas for it to even spawn anything apparently. Right, okay. So let's go ahead and bring these back into regular factory blocks. Not let our inventory get too out of control. Go ahead and put obsidian away. So to make a 4K we need some pressure plates. A few of those. A few of those. Make a few void open. I have 3. Now we can clean this whole situation that we got going on, right? So we can take out wood from here and just throw it into those, right? Clears this up. Take those out, give this a void upgrade. But this one's holding more. This one has 65,000. Is this collecting anything else by chance? No, there's nothing underneath it, and I just lost that block for no reason. I think what I'm going to do instead is go ahead and place that there. Place that there. This. Can I not shift click that? 264s. Should be fairly straightforward. Just a couple of these. Couple of these. Don't have the crate key. I made that for no reason. It literally had no upgrades in it at all. It was just a bare bones. I didn't put a void this one here. Now if I lock it, right, which was, it's going to require another crate key, but so I can test it with the cobble first. First off, we should look in here and make sure there's no cobble available, or no cobblestone in here. It does not look to me like there's any cobblestone in any of these chests. It still goes in. Now, does it still come out? Yeah, it's still coming out. That's good. Alright. We'll lock that. Lock these. Right. Now, I would also like to make crates for the stuff that is filling up these chests. So like one for diamond, one for emerald, quartz, clay, gravel, sand, redstone. We don't have lapis automated. Why is there wood in it? Not be wood in it. But more gravel, more clay, more redstone, quartz, sand, emerald, coal, bulk items. Not a damn thing. Oh. Excuse me. We'll hang on to that. What is going on? Oh, I was too close to the osmate. Dude, it was tweaking me out for there for a second. Go ahead and throw that back in there. I'm curious which one is like prioritizing is like all of the wood. That's got 14. 14. I mean, one of these has to be insanely stacked with oak wood, right? I'm just curious which one it is. Obviously, it's not going to be either of those. I guess it does a pretty good job of evening it out. Because they all have about like 14,000 wood. 14, 12. There's nowhere else for wood to be going. These should all be empty. Which they are, other than those two. You're set to a priority of -2. I think if I just set this to, yeah, negative, that's fine. And then here being -2, which you're just going to turn into -1. Input, output. -1, input, output. You're going to be a -1, input, output. Because the idea here is I want to put, I don't know. I think I have U set to 0, right? No, I have U set to 1. But not to allow wood still. I think our best bet right now is to just make a bunch of these crates. See how many of these we can make. So we can make 9. Let's go ahead and put these down for. So we're gonna make 1 that has ammo. Actually, don't want to take them all. Still want to be able to access them. Bring. Play. Sand, gravel, coal. Redstone. Quartz, clay, diamond, coal, gravel, sand, emerald, redstone. Okay, so we don't need this one, so we can just go move that over to this one whenever we do get items coming in. So we don't have to worry about string, because string's gonna automatically go to the cottonwood one, right? Almost positive of that. I'm gonna go ahead and lock these. We're gonna need to make void overflows for all of these as well. But let's make those shipping containers, shall we? Make those shipping containers. It's gonna require metal crates, so I just stack on. Let's go ahead and merge that. Stack of those. I don't know how many of these we actually have to make. I think it's just one, right? One per. Let's put it down and see. Yeah, it's just a one. So I definitely want one to go through. It's not gonna go there. It's gonna wanna. I mean, if I placed it like this though, then I can throw the. Well, I want you to not be connected, but I don't think it's gonna matter because there's no cobblestone, so it don't matter. Right. So I think at this point now we should be able to clear that, right? Just keep the things that we're actively using in our hotbar. Play, go here, pull to here, quartz, there. We're not doing lapis, we are doing gravel, we're doing sand, did redstone. Gravel, redstone, sand. Let's check this chest. So quartz, clay, diamond, sand, sand, chest, redstone, gravel, sort this. Yeah, let's go ahead and pick these up. They should still be accessible. Right? So if I look up redstone, yeah, okay. So they are still accessible. It's just a better way to store them in terms of, just something a little different than the old filing cabinet. I think I might turn this into a priority of your priority of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're going to remove you. No, we're going to do this. We're going to empty this chest. Back to this chest. Sort that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. And then I think what we do instead, because I would like to have the other shipping container right here for the mob farm. So we're going to want to set this one to a priority of 2. Pick you up, place you down. Turn you into a priority of is going to disconnect the entire network. So now if I put a shipping container in out, -1, no filters. Perfect. Doesn't matter what direction. And then I can grab a sign. Well, it's not even getting a sign for. We'll drop you down to 3, and we'll drop you down to 4. Yeah, looks good. I like it. Now, any new mobs drop? So we got gunpowder. Go ahead and lock that. Grab any gunpowder from the system. Go. We don't have to worry about ender pearls because ender pearls are going to go into there. My idea is I'm thinking if I GPS mark this to here, that it'll go into the system. And I think I might test it, but I'm just going to test it with rotten flesh. So if I GPS mark you, did not work. Okay, what if I do it to this? It didn't work either. Well, shoot. I guess the only other option would be just to have it sent to the shipping container. But now the question, well, let's detect it first. Shipping container. Now, if we're doing rotten flesh, let's test it with the rotten flesh. Which, honestly, this one should be upgraded and voided, yeah. So it should be fine to just leave it. So there was 6 rotten flesh, which is in there now. None! Okay, so it works. Right. So you're upgraded, voided, and locked. So we can throw you into this system, to the shipping. Good, good, good. We just need some. Okay, this is working wonderfully. I just need to void upgrade these two. Yeah, void upgrade these two, and then they should be good to go. To do that, I need more obsidian, so bucket. hate playing alone. Where the hell is James? Right, so we want the void upgrade overflow. We have enough loads, so we just need to need 2 of these right now with what we have. And then we don't need the 4Ks because they've already been 4K. So we can overflow you, build that 4K, you guys into the container. Now, if we get something that we aren't putting into, I already see a flaw with what I'm trying to do here. I guess what I could do is if it doesn't go, like, I guess this would be the order in which it would go to, right? So if it doesn't go into the container, then I can just automatically put it into a chest. And then if that chest's full, we're going to the next one. If that chest's full, we're going to the next one, and so on and so forth, right? So shouldn't be too bad of an idea. I'm not going to do that yet until we know for a fact that the shipping container is good. I really hate that this is so slow and that it's not spawning any Enderman whatsoever. It's 3 high, so it should. It hasn't. No, I want that back. I don't need my chisel on me. Put that away. Let's see. We don't really need that. Remember that. Remember this for the obsidian. So 4Ks. Need some pressure plates because I think it was what all 3 of these need 4Ks. No, just the 2. Give those some 4Ks. And then we're also going to want all 3 of those to have void upgrades. And we're out of obsidian. That's fine. Back to more obsidian. Get off of my computer. Not want a cookie. Leave me alone. Alright, we got a stack of city now. While I ate a cookie mindlessly. So we can go ahead and make that last void upgrade for this one that's over here. Right, so these are 4K and have void upgrades. Nothing new has come in. So now I need to take all of these, right? So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 void upgrades. New. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7. Great. And we're out of city. Alright. I clearly clicked on the water. I don't know why this game is acting like this today. But 1 second. I'm doing a hard reset on my laptop. It's tweaking out right now. I've been holding the button for like a long time. And it's not turning off. There it goes. Okay. So that's 64 of those. I just realized that the entire time there we go. centered. Alright, obsidian is acquired. So now if I do this, throw that back in there, some more guys. Delete. I have to do this quick. Excuse me. I'm sorry for that. There we go. Alright. Man. Alright. Skeleton skull. Okay, see, this is one of those things that we want going into a different location. However, I don't know if we're going to be getting anything else, so I'm going to do some farmage, because it's been long overdue. Oh my lag. See if I can make the game crash. Oh, this is terrible. I turn my auto clicker off. I'll just manually do it. I definitely heard a zombie. Or maybe it was a cow. I don't know. only other thing here, it's so little amount of electrum that's coming in. I think this is what we do. We go ahead and get rid of the basins, grab some tables. We grab some buckets. Because there's Invar, Electrum, Constantan, and there was another one, right? And then whichever ones they are, we just fill up the bucket. So we got a Molten Electrum bar. So this one will be for the Invar. It's not going to fill it up all the way, I don't think. Oh, it did. Oh, wow. 8 millibuckets left. Okay. Okay, game. We're out the Electrum. Well, we can sort out the Invar, at the very least, from being a problem in the future. Let's see. I need the fluid. Is that what we used over here? Is Signia inflated? Yeah, we'll just run it into a metal drum that's like maxed out. And then we will make a 4K requires gold and void as well, which requires void upgrade. Go ahead and put 4K. Why are these not pulling? I don't understand. It's not pulling these out. It's not pulling any of these out. Nothing is getting pulled out. Why? Other than Osmium, the only one that got pulled out. Missed my chance on the tin, by the way. Completely blew that. I'm not totally understanding why these aren't getting pulled out. Thanks for the follow, Invisible FPS. Quick question. I'm building my first parabox and I can't figure out how to get titanium and the lithium crystals. Titanium and the lithium crystals. In Sky Factory 4? Is that in this? Maybe I just can't spell. Let's see. Titanium. Or you said parabox, right? So, parabox. Okay. So, I can help you out with that, but for whatever reason, it's not showing up in JEI for me. Whatever you're trying to do. So, titanium crystal per parabox. So I got a Reddit thread here for Sky Factory 4 talking about getting tritanium, not necessarily tritanium crystals. Tritanium. Yeah. There's tritanium essence through mystical agriculture, but that doesn't look like a crystal per se. There's the ingot and the dust and the nuggets. Oh, just the ingots. Okay. Dust comes from there's tritanium ore, which is found in Twilight Forest or Lost Cities. You can make it. You can laser drill it with a cyan laser lens in any biome except for the end and nether. You have to be anywhere between Y level 0 and 255. Use a cyan lens, which is just or pink slime, or any other lens with some cyan dust. The crystals for the dilithium. Dilithium crystals. We got looks like resource pigs is what I'm seeing. Or mystical agriculture. But yeah, it's looking like probably resource pigs. I haven't delved into resource pigs yet, so I'm not 100% certain as to like how you would go about getting the yeah. So laser for the tritanium, and then resource pigs for the crystal or mystical agriculture, but it requires crystals to begin with. So resource pigs, but I am uncertain. Bucket of dilithium mud is dirt, water, and a crystal. But how do you get the crystal to start? Looks like a never-ending loop of you can't get it unless you have it type of thing. So my guess would be the dilithium ore, which comes from the white laser in the laser drill, or Twilight Forest and Lost Cities, which yeah. So at least from what I can understand with the dilithium crystal, you're going to need to get a piece of ore first. There's a matter overdrive dilithium focusing matrix. Oh, that's probably something completely different. But yeah, you're just going to need the ore from the laser for both, I guess, is what it's kind of looking like. Because yeah, tritanium. Well, you can do the same thing with the resource pigs. So get yourself a block of tritanium through lasering if you don't want to automate lasers, uh, and then work your way into resource pigs with them, or mystical agriculture. That is the best answer I could give you. Whoa, these finally decided to flow through. Okay, good. I was wondering why these weren't working. They are. They're just taking their time. Probably backlogged. Now this keeps filling up, and this is pissing me off. We got more electrum. Okay, so this was electrum. Pour that out. Oh, gotta get to the tin. I'm not gonna have enough time. I want to lock that barrel. Yeah. Nope. Didn't get there. Ugh. Oh well. Alright. Anyways, I hope my information helped you. Um, I haven't gotten that far in this pack yet, so I don't even know what you're talking about. But um, I know how to do a bunch of searching, so sometimes that's the hardest part, is trying to figure out how to do things. Like my mob farm that refuses to work. Just need ender pearls, man. Need ender pearls, and this thing takes too long. Blast, 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 let's see. Indeed. There we go. Let's see. We got not even anywhere near close on that. Okay, so focusing on the rest of this, these are all upgraded. These all have wood upgrades. Shoot, there's not really much else. I'm really kind of soft blocked at progressing without ender pearls. I mean, I'm not totally soft blocked. It's just the things that I want to do. I'm soft locked with ender pearls. Craft a max size compact storage backpack. think that requires plastic, which requires industrial foregoing, which I don't want to get into right now. Yeah, it says right here in the advancements to get go to the lost cities and get those ores. It's probably gone, but oh well. Let's see. Well, these are end game things. Craft a wearing gadget. Chunk load of 5x5 area. Oh, a 5x5 chunk. Okay. I mean, I'm still within spawn chunks, so it doesn't really matter that much. I can work on upgrading my gear. Or um, or I can start on resource hogs. I mean, I really don't want to. I really don't want to. And I'm not going to do my gear until I can get Ardite and Cobalt. Excuse me. I mean, it would be better if maybe I start working on getting these mulch upgrades. Like I was looking into earlier today. Mulch. So the PRCs require steel. Just coal and iron. Is there a better way to make it? Maybe just alloy coal and iron, get steel. I need a smeltery for alloying, and then this is just all our resources. Like that's kind of where we're at right now. Is like I might as well build an additional smeltery because this doesn't allow for alloying. Well, I mean it still does, but hmm. um, we can. I don't have any idea as to what I want to do. Like the mob farm's not working out the way I want it to. I want to get to that, but I need the mob farm to work so I can get and ender pearls. Jesus. And then this not working fast enough means I'm not a potato. Are we serious right now? And an iron shovel. So I'm gonna start getting that stuff, which means I'm gonna have to trash that. This transfer node's not gonna work the way I want it to. It's not a this. Mm, I think I just set up a chest right here. Set up this massive chest. I'll put it right here. I'll get a GPS for it. Anything that doesn't go will go in here. Right? And then from here, I can filter things that I don't want and then go into a trash can. Right? So you can do a servo for here, filter. You can upgrade the filters to Signalium, which allows for mod or NBT metadata. Right? So Now granted, this is just a regular one. I can only do whitelist and NBT. So I forget what NBT is. I think NBT is just like, I really don't remember. Filter. So this allows Okay, so what we can do with the filters, I think, is basically we have a Signalium servo coming off of this, going into one goes into a trash can, one goes into another transfer node. I know that sounds stupid. However, we basically have this is like a buffer, right? So we've got the trash can for the things that we don't want. We throw a filter that only accepts those items. And then we throw another filter Ooh, I don't know how that would work, right? Because I would need the servo to pull out, right? I would need the Signalium servo to take out of the chest. But then from there, the filters, I believe, you put them on, say like if I wanted to filter this back one right here to be something completely different or whatever, right? I would slap a filter in between here. And then it would restrict what can go through. So like if I said I don't want that to be iron anymore, I'd just slap the filter here. It would stop any iron from coming through. However, I think it would work the same way over here, but if I were to say put a transfer node here and a trash can here, well, there's not really room for me to slap a filter per se, unless I put it on this part. But if I put it here, it still has the opportunity to go there. So I would have to put the trash can first, say like trash can here, and then have a space in between. It's just gonna look wonky. You know what else I didn't make? Experience pylon. Let's go ahead and make that real quick. What are we missing? Looks like we're missing a hopper. Easy enough. Missing some lime dye, which comes from cactus, which we have. So we need to smelt a couple of those, get a piece of coal. Let's see, what else do we need? We're gonna need nether brick. Stack. I need two. And for gold we have the fire charge, it's easy enough. Oh, we got the nether brick. Oh boy, I'm tired. Alright, that should be everything. I forgot to make the lime dye. There we go. Now that should be everything. So we can go put this right here. So wait, I lose out on XP if I do that? That's weird. Huh. Well, that holds a lot, so now I'm curious. Can I take a bucket and put it into there? Yeah, that worked. I don't know. Okay, well, for the most part, the farm is functioning, right? So we get glowstone, which I'm almost positive one of those has a glowstone dust spot. Maybe not. No, not for glowstone dust. Okay. I don't know why rotten flesh made it in there when it should have went to the... Yeah, really not sure why rotten flesh made it into here. If it should have went to the should have went to the system first, right? Because it takes this one first. Should have went to the shipping container. Okay, so it doesn't take that one first. So it goes here. It goes. So I want it to check for that first, and then anything else can go into there. Such a weird way of doing that, but okay. Glowstone. Do I really want to use that thing for glowstone? I don't think we're gonna get that much glowstone, to be honest with you. I do want to keep it. I don't think it's necessary for it to go into a whole shipping container. Alright. These are maxed, dude. These are totally maxed. We're not using anywhere near enough power to be doing anything. These are insane. Hmm. I've been seriously just kind of not wanting to do resource hogs, mainly because it feels like too much progression. Like, everything I've been doing has more been like quality of life, making things easy, automation, right? I haven't really done anything new. But getting into resource hogs, that's new. That's new resources and new things of sort. Like everything has been pretty much easily obtainable. And James, I need to check in on James because I gotta figure out what's going on with him. Okay. Well, let's see. Is this backed up at all again? As what did it back up with? Electron. How much tin is in here? I have a very short amount of time from when I hit this to get over there and grab the lock. Got it. Oh, dude, just in time. Cool. This has a whole bucket of Invar in it. anyways. Let's see. I guess I could do. No, let's do the mulch. It's gonna require me to get into PCPs, which is with steel, which is what I was actually looking into before Invisible FPS joined and asked his question. So let's do steel. Let's take a look and see. So steel ingot. Right, I was talking about probably making another smeltery to make my life easier. Yeah, I don't see why not. It doesn't have to be huge or anything. So let's do brick. Ooh, we're running out of seared brick. How much grout can we make? I think it's enough grout. We'll store that for the time being. I'm gonna make an electric furnace. Yeah, energized smelter. What are we missing for that? We need basic control circuits, which is osmium and an infuser. So let's get some osmium. And then needed the steel casing. Do we have any steel blend? No. So I need to temporarily make some steel blend. So iron and coal. It's fine. Just throw it in there. It'll be done pretty quick. There we go. Oh, I put it in the infuser. I'm like, where did my osmium go? So we have the control circuits. More than plenty. You know what we could do? I could do this. Make one of these for early game wireless. Oh, right. Let's go ahead and throw that in there. Grab a piece of coal. Go ahead and smelt. Well, I don't want to smelt that yet because I want to be able to smelt one piece of steel. Oh, I could probably just make it. Oh boy. James isn't responding, so that's cool. Love to see it. So the nether brick will allow me to make the transfer node. Steel will allow me to make the energized smelter. Let's go ahead and make this transfer node. Let's go ahead and make this smelter. Oh, well, I need this casing first. There we go. Now I can make the smelter. There we go. So now we don't need these. There we go. Go put this over here. No, because I want to automate it. So I want to be able to do. I want to make a couple of hoppers. Chest. Chest is going to go here. Hopper here. Smelter here. And hopper here. Then we're going to set the input top, output bottom, and then we're going to set the transfer node. So we're going to set this to be, we're outputting on bottom and top. I want the, what is the front? I'm going to say this is the front, right? Yeah, okay, cool. I'm going to output to this. I'm going to transfer a bunch. And then I want a GPS, which I'm going to have to make. Go. I'm going to shift click that. Send you another. Now you have power. And then you should be done. So I should just take that, do this, give me my stack of steel, and throw the steel in here. Oh my noise. Oh, what a noise. Alright, so now I need my energy upgrades, which is 8. What am I missing? Enriched alloys, so iron. And then speed. Also enriched iron. Might need osmium dust though. No, I have enough. How about gold? Also have enough. Alright, so we just waiting on 16 of these, that's plenty. So we want 8 of these. We want 8 of these. What did I run out of? Is the hopper keeping up? That's my main concern. Yeah, it is. Okay. Then, what we can do is grab a chest. Search for routes. And then throw this here. And so we'll have some steel to get us started with our steel goods. And then now I don't have to keep trying to put coal in everything. Because power is not a problem. Now I've been over around the corner for a while, right? So there should be some new stuff in here. There is. Why are arrows and bones going in here? And rotten flesh. I don't. Brother, I don't get it. I don't get it. At this point, it would just make more sense to be like, hey, get rid of this GPS. Let's go ahead and run these through. And then clear this one. Go ahead and do this. Oh, good God. I thought I got this destroyed. Put this here, right? So that way everything goes into this. Actually kind of peeved that that got turned around. Okay, so everything goes in there. And then we run a servo out of there. Bone, arrow, gun, pow pow. Is that all we had in there? Was it just those 4 items? Yeah, that's all we have right now. So that filter will whitelist these items, right? And then we can set a excuse me. Um, so here's the thing, right? Because I want it to go into the shipping container first. But then I want what doesn't go into the shipping container to go into a chest that goes to the system. And then obviously everything else will just get voided. Like, I really don't need potatoes getting there. Carrots can get voided. If they stack, we can keep them because I know doing with Android stuff is good. Like that can get voided. Like all tools. All tools can get voided. Like we'll keep the skull and we'll keep the glowstone. But I want that stuff going in chest. I don't want it. But yeah, I want it to go into the chest, but I don't want the stuff that's supposed to go into the shipping container to go into the chests. And I don't know how to make it prioritize, is the problem. So I'm not going to turn that on yet. I'm just going to let that do its thing. keep filtering through that stuff later. I got sidetracked. What was I working on? Steel. Okay, we got steel. Now we can take this steel and make a PCB. Is that what it was? That we were trying to make? No ender pearls yet. So yeah, we were trying to make the mulch, right? Mulch. Required the substrate. Requires a PCB. A couple of steel, some basic components. Okay. Substrate, PCB, enrichment chamber, steel casing. Cool. Should have all of that. We need 2 tanks. Tanks don't stack. Dynamic tank. And then it should be enough to make a PCB. And then I want to make 2, right? So I'm going to need another enrichment chamber and 2 more tanks. Now we have 2 pressurized reaction chambers. Now with these, one needs an infinite source of water. Actually, they both need an infinite source of water. But I want one going into the other, right? So I want ooh, I don't know how I want to do this, actually. Because if I continue along this path, it's going to get it's going to be too much. Unless I put that there, which I can still access, cannot access the chest. Okay, we'll put it here. So yeah, I want both of the PCBs next to each other. This one is going to eject output items and output fluids. Cannot eject. Why? I'm going to want the gases coming from the top. I want eject on. Item eject on. Energy. We can do the wireless. Oh, we can do bottom. Bottom input. Fluids. We're gonna have you come in from. No. Have you come in from the back. Okay, so we'll have that set up, and then gases. Can we do auto dumping? Is that an option? No. Okay, so then we're gonna have to output the gases somewhere. we'll output the gases to the top because when we do the reaction chamber, we're only putting hydrogen in the left one over here. So if we put oxygen byproduct into trash can, oxygen byproduct into trash can, right? So gases output top. When gases coming in from the left because the ethylene is going to come in there. Energy is going to come in from the bottom. Fluids are going to come in from the back. And items are going to come in here. And then we want to output items to the front, and we'll just connect it with this chest. So we're going to auto-eject the items. Gases we're going to auto-eject. Fluids can't auto-eject. And energy cannot auto-eject either. Okay, so now we just need to set up a power. I think there should be a power cable running underneath, actually. There is. So I just gotta get some flex ducts. A couple of those. Connect you guys up. Put you back. So now these have power. Good. So now I need to find a way to give this infinite water. There's an empty space underneath here that I could probably just siphon from an infinite water source, I assume. Or is there a sink? Is a sink a thing? Yes, sink is a thing. Good. Good, good, good. So we'll make a sink. Requires terracotta, which is just smelting clay. So let's get some clay. 5 clay. Clay is more important right now. Let's go ahead and make the sink. Bucket back. Place the sink down. Right. It's right. And then we'll grab a servo. We'll upgrade said servo. We'll grab fluid. We'll put a couple of these down here. I do not want it going into there, so I need a crescent wrench. There we go. Have you pull, set you to ignore. That should be pulling water. Huh. What? Fluids are coming in from the back. What's the problem? Does the sink not work like I think it does? Does that have to be pumped from the bottom? Actually, it would make more sense if we can get it to work here, because we're going to need fluid. We're going to need it for whenever we put it here, because it's going to separate hydrogen and oxygen from water, H2O, you know. Huh. Time to Google how to provide infinite water in Sky Factory 4. Okay, so try this. That's just tin, water, and basic plating, which is just graphite dust, which is manufactory, which, yeah, all that's fairly simple. And then just make a few with a bronze ingot, make a few more with a gold ingot, and it produces. I mean, I don't think I'm going to need that much water, if we're being honest. I could do this, but that requires plastic. Or I could just, the easiest option here is remove this situation. Go ahead and make ourselves an infinite water source, right? Didn't want to lose that, but that's fine. Chisel, because I still like things looking good. Like this. Throw down an infinite water source here. One bucket there. One bucket here. Grab a fluid extractor. And then wrench. I have a better idea. And then we can do fluid cables. We're going to want one up and then over. But then I also don't want you connected. I don't think it's really going to matter. I don't like the look of it, but water's not going to go in there, so. We got water going in, so now next thing we're going to need is hydrogen. And then, I'm going to need item input over here and over here. That one's going to be gas input. Yeah. To make biofuel, right? Biofuel is a crusher. Just make another crusher. Two buckets of lava and a steel casing. Well, hey, wouldn't you know it? I was storing some lava for myself. Thank you, past me. So now I need to upgrade all of these. So we're going to need some gold. Because we're not going to have enough. And we're going to need some osmium. We're not going to have enough. Throw that in there. Probably also going to need more of these. So let's get some iron. Throw that in there. Oh boy. Let's take a look while we wait at what's going on over yonder. Nothing new, just a bunch of gunpowder, arrows, bones, and rotten flesh. Why am I not getting any Enderman spawns? At all. Oh, because this is technically an ocean. Okay, well that's not fun, but is what it is, I guess. Alright, so this should be done now. Let's throw the osmium in there. So I can make the energies. What am I out of? Glass. There we go. Now we take the osmium dust, throw that in there. Go ahead and grab glass. Uh, So all the energies are good. So let's go ahead and get those situated. Now because I quickly picked that up, did that mess up anything? Doesn't look like it, no. Chest. Actually, you know what? Nope. Because this is only this whole process is making one item, so we're just gonna do a barrel? No. I don't know what it's called. Crate? Yes. Do a crate. And then with that crate, we will do a void overflow. Or no. I mean, how many, like, realistically, right? Do I even need to automate this? Like, to the extent that I am? Because substrate is used not for the fertilizer, but it's used to make HDPE pellets, right? Oh, but then you need it for HDPE everything. But then you just need blue slime and wither dust for. So I guess yeah, automating it wouldn't be that bad, right? Yeah, having a good amount of it is probably a good idea. So we have some glass now. Don't need that. I need the osmium. And now I need more iron. So to make the biofuel, it's any sort of sapling. So I could literally just run all our saplings in here because I don't need any of them. If I want to run it up this way, probably be the best bet. Like maybe up here and then over. Export cable. Need these cables. Why'd that not connect? That should totally connect. What the frick? I guess I'll just use this chest. And just look up sapling. add more if we need to. Let's go ahead and get the speed up stack. Stack upgrade. Speed upgrade. I don't want an additional speed upgrade. And then I want the this one. Stock. Stock, speed, speed, stack. Same, petrified, netherrack, clay, cottonwood, iron, coal, gravel, dirt, diamond. We don't have the bacon. We don't have the cookie. Pretty sure we have the coal. We have the iron. Yeah, cottonwood we have, clay, netherrack. The petrified we grabbed. Glowstone we did not. Emerald we did not. Did we grab our redstone sapling? No. Copper we did not. Osmium we did not. I'm almost positive. Gold we did not. Lead we did not. Lapis we did not. Tin. Donut. I don't think we can really add any more to that. I mean, that's plenty. Yeah, that now holds a stack of each in it. Right now, if we look at the crusher, I want item in there. Okay, it won't go in there. So we're gonna have to go input from the top. I'm gonna need a servo. And then I'm going to need item. Goes into here. That'll do its thing and put biofuel into here. Now from biofuel, we need we need the hydrogen, but we need a trash can first. I don't know why I looked it up in there. Fluid or item, but it doesn't do gas. I need something to void gas. Something to avoid gas. I mean, I can try making a basic gas tank and then seeing what options this gives me. Dumping excess, there we go. We want it inputting from that side and the bottom. Okay, so now we want the electrolytic separator. Crazy. Oh, I have everything but these. Great. Electrolytic separator requires this. We have the one. Now we have enough to make the electrolytic separator. So we're going to put you down. Right, so that fills up with water. Just idle. I can't situate their outputs though. Why is that a thing? First off, hammer. Oh, no! Okay, well, I need a GPSU anyways, for power. Because I assume, yep, you take power. Okay. Hydrogen's going in there. It's exactly how I want it. Where's the oxygen going? Excuse me? Where is the oxygen disappearing to? Oh, I have the oxygen set to dumping. So how do I get the hydrogen into here? Do I have to change it from being an input there to being an input there? And then pressurize tube it? Doesn't need to be crazy or anything like that, so we'll just... I mean, can I upgrade it? No. Advanced is fine. But I can't set it to extract. Game? I can't set it to extract. Why is that a thing? Something tells me I have to extract it from the side. Let's do a test. Wow, that's cursed. Yep. It has to come out this side. Okay. If that's the case, then we want gases inputting over there. want items and putting here. And then what I could do is set this to output forward. And then input I'm gonna have to redo this whole filter. Oh, fuck. Oh wait, no, I don't have to redo the whole filter. It's just, it's not filtered. There. So that'll pull into here, right? Then we want another servo. I need two. This is getting cramped. It's not what I want. There we go. It worked. Oh my goodness, it finally fucking worked. Alright. Time to do some audio things. Why am I still hearing things? There we go. Jeez. Alright, so this whole process takes saplings out of the system, puts it into the crusher. Crusher makes the biofuel. Biofuel then puts it into the pressurized reaction chamber, which takes water from back here and hydrogen, which comes from the water in the electrolytic separator. We're dumping oxygen, putting it into here. This is then pushing the substrate with the ethylene into the PRC, turning one substrate into 8 with the ethylene that it makes. Then that makes the 8 substrate and some oxygen, so we're pushing the oxygen into the tank, which we are then dumping. And we have substrate. And then we can also, well, right now it should be fine. It doesn't need to be in the system. But, yeah. Oh, and then this is getting power from transfer node. So the only other thing to do is to give this energy and speed upgrades. Cool. We now have substrate. And with that, we can mix that with, is it biofuel? Substrate and biofuel and yellow mulch. It's our amber mulch. Which going from 166 and 150 to 200 and 170. It's going to be a big improvement. Low-key kind of want a buffer. I want a biofuel buffer. Because eventually this will get backlogged. And then it'll backlog this, which will then backlog this. I mean, it's already backlogged. That's crazy work. And it's only pulling from bone saplings too. Awesome. It's getting a little cramped over here, but it's doable. It's 20 stacks of substrate right now. What's going on with our mob farm? Android arm. This mob farm sucks. What's going on over here? Electrum. At this point, I'm about to just put Electrum in there So that way I can finish that. Oh, just throw 9 in there. And then the drum. Of course. Drum. Couple of those. This should be done. Is add the servo. Whitelist. The electrum. Enable. Dump that back in there. Now it should no longer be a problem. And then void. There we go. Good. Good, 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 good. This is almost full. This is half full already. That's crazy. Oh, okay. This will probably need a relocation at some point and a rework because, yeah, it'll definitely need rework. Could definitely get more compacted for sure. Like, mechanism is a type of mod where you don't even need to use pipes. So, and then combine that with a mod like this, like a storage drawer, but old version. It auto inputs and outputs and stuff. So yeah. The only thing I think now is to upgrade the mulch. So let's go ahead and grab. Are we backlogging on this? Looks like we are. Good. stacks of amber mulch. Oops. I had to wait on almost every single one of these in this row. Brother. Dude. Hell yeah. Making progress. Even though it doesn't seem like it, seems like we're doing the same thing over and over again every time I stream. We are making progress, ever so slightly. At least that's how I feel. Look how fast that emerald sapling is growing, bro. Come on. Bing bong. Bingo bongo. And there you have it. That is all amber mulched up. This is great. Love to see it. And then this is probably done, right? Like this is at the point to where it's going to be backlogged. What does this slider do? I don't even know what that slider does. That's full. That's full. That's full. This is backlogging on ethylene, dude. It's insane. This is crazy. Always makes me feel good when I get stuff situated and it looks, it's working right, it looks good. Chicken? Feathers? Bro, I'm getting chicken jockeys before I'm getting frickin' Enderman. What the fuck? What about the... Nope, nothing on the bonsai pot side. Yeah, 0 ender pearls. Still only 1 flower. Crazy. Oh my goodness. What time is it? Might be time for another break. Let's see. I mean, we built the mob farm. We essentially fixed the tinker tank. Aside from needing 4 ender pearls, we literally just need 4 ender pearls. And then we can make a resonant filter, resonant servo, to pull that out at the fastest speed possible so that way nothing can, what's the word? Alloy, right? We set up these storage thingamajigs to kind of clear up our mess of a chest situation that we got going on, which so far it doesn't look like it's broken. Everything looks like it's proper. Right, we just made a bunch of excess stuff. The substrate can come out. Spot for that. Actually, just search substrate and then biofuel. Get these put away. Nope, that's too full. Too late. It's fine. A little bit of substrate in the system ain't gonna hurt nothing. Yeah. Shit. Upgrading the mulch and shit. I don't know what's going on with James. Like, we're supposed to play. He said he was just making dinner, and then he just hasn't been on. So, last time I heard from him was over an hour ago. He said that he was trying to get on. And yeah, I don't even know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. So, I don't know. I've streamed for well over 6 hours today. At this point, almost 7 of just Sky Factory alone. So I'm kind of getting tired of looking at this. What I might do is end the stream here, uh, edit it, get it posted for YouTube, then start a new stream on a different mod pack. Either all the mods 10, or I've been eyeballing a few other mod packs I might want to start just solo. I mean, this is supposed to be a multiplayer, so like this was the last time that I will be playing without James, 100%, because the last one that I put up was episode 5.95. That was the stream from earlier today. And this one's going to be 5.99 because I will not allow myself to play until James gets back on. Because at this point, we need to move on in progression. And honestly, I've upgraded the mulch twice now. Because he wasn't here for when I upgraded it to yellow. And now I've already done skipped that and we're at amber. So, and then we got the mob farm and things like that. So yeah, we're just, we gotta get into resource pigs. Like to get to the nether to get the ardite and cobalt. There's a lot of things that I want to do, but I want to wait on James. So this will be the last time I will be playing without James. So with that said, that. And we're going to go ahead and end the stream here. I thank you all for everybody who decided to tune in. Invisible FPS, thanks for the follow. Glad I could answer your question. I hope it helped. If you ever see this. Cade, thanks for checking in. And